Good evening, wrestling fans. We are backstage. Tully Blanchard has just Pearl Harbored Magnum TA, the World Heavyweight Champion. Blanchard has been ranting and raving about taking on the World Champion since Tully Blanchard arrived in the arena earlier tonight. And welcome, wrestling fans, to Atlanta, Georgia.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the United States Championship.
I'm Josh. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're with you for 1 hour this evening. 5 big matches coming your way, including 2 title matches. The first one, the return of Barry Windham. Windham has been cleared by the doctors, and he wanted a shot at the U.S. title. He's going to get it here this evening against the champion Sting. Also, the world television title on the line. Dusty Rhodes will take on the red-hot Wild Bill Irwin. Irwin has won several matches in a row and has earned a title shot. Also tonight, the big grudge match, Black Bart taking on Ricky Morton. We'll also see the Koloffs, the Russians, the Russian team, Ivan and Nikita Koloff, taking on the Italian Stallion and Chief Wahoo McDaniel. In addition, the dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner will take on beautiful Bobby Eaton. What a night. Thank you so much for joining us. Fans, a lot of matches have already been signed for the Clash of the Champions going down on Saturday, September the 27th. It will be the Fall Brawl as we welcome in the new season. The Long Riders will challenge the Rock and Roll Express for the World Tag Team titles. And we will also see the Midnight Express challenging Eddie Gilbert and Rick Steiner for the U.S. Tag Team titles. That and so much more coming your way in 2 big weeks from tonight, 6:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Fans eagerly awaiting the arrival of the U.S. champion. What an ovation for Sting. Missy Hyatt follows him to the ring. U.S. title on the line. As you know, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, currently sidelined with injuries. They are not in the building tonight. But Barry Windham, Tully Blanchard is. You saw Tully Blanchard attacking Magnum TA at the top of the hour. Tully Blanchard, since his arrival at the arena, has been shouting for a world title match against Magnum TA. Will that be granted? Time will tell. Blanchard is a top contender in World Championship Wrestling. But right now, Barry Windham hoping to secure the U.S. title for the Horsemen. Let's go down to our ring announcer.
Introducing the challenger from Texas, weighing in at 275 pounds, Barry Windham. Introducing the champion from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, he is the United States champion. This is
Sting is a member of Missy Hyatt's Hot Stuff International organization, and they are hoping to retain the U.S. title here tonight. But what a challenge from Big Barry Windham. Our referee for tonight's match is Bill Scott. This match carries a 20-minute time limit. Sting charging in, and he is fueled from the energy from the crowd as they chant his name. Collar and elbow tie-up. Barry Windham, good wrist lock. Trying to drive Sting down, but Sting with a good reversal. Overhand wrist lock by the champion. And a beautiful takedown by Sting. Reversal there. Beautiful DDT. He planted Barry Windham. Perhaps Windham returned a bit too soon. He sustained an injury in a tag team match a few weeks ago. J.J. Dillon talking things over with his man. Meanwhile, Sting posing for the crowd, flexing. The time limit favors the champion, Sting. Windham with a good forearm shot rocked the Stinger. Windham double underhook. Picks him up. Beautiful backbreaker. Now Wyndham calls out to this sold-out Atlanta crowd. Picks him up. Front face lock. Beautiful snap suplex by Wyndham. Devastating neck breaker. Cover. One. No, not even a 1 count. The Stinger kicks out. Front face lock by Wyndham. Good go behind. Takedown. Floats over. The cowboy boot right to the back of the head. And now Wyndham tying up Sting. The locker room emptied earlier to help out Magnum TA. Tully Blanchard took off. The minute Dusty Rhodes, the Italian Stallion, and Chief Wahoo McDaniel came to the aid of Magnum TA. Lateral press. 1. A 1 count only. Wyndham. Waist lock. Big slam. And the challenger looking strong. Jockeying for position. Slam Sting down. Wyndham staying on the offense. Fireman carry takeover. What a TV title match coming your way later tonight. Wild Bill Irwin. What an opportunity for him. He could possibly be holding 2 titles in 2 weeks if he can win the title tonight. And then he and Black Bart defeat. Went for the Stinger splash. Nobody home. Wyndham moved out of the way. And then Black Bart and Irwin defeat the Rock and Roll Express for the World Tag Team titles. The Long Riders will be sitting in 7th heaven. Wyndham again, looking for that backbreaker. Really targeting the back of the champion. Just working him over now. Cradle suplex. Pulls him down. Might have him 1. No, just a 1 count. Missy Hyatt screaming at Sting to kick out. Beautiful move there. And fans, Magnum TA is going to be okay. That's the good news. Sustained minor injuries. Expected to recover very quickly. A modified version of that Scorpion Deathlock. Insult to injury here as Wyndham uses a similar move that Sting uses, the Scorpion Deathlock. Trying to force Sting to submit to such a maneuver is very insulting indeed. And now Wyndham with a textbook suplex on the champion. And things not looking good for Sting. Cover here by Wyndham. 1, 2. Neglected to hook the leg. Wyndham picks him up. Again, going for that cradle suplex. Could not hold him down. Sting fights free. The fans cheered him on. Trying to revive the Stinger. A sleeper hold by Wyndham. And Wyndham using that gloved hand to apply extra pressure. Sting. Desperation move, but it worked. And now the Stinger has him up. Standing vertical suplex. Sting just pressing Barry Wyndham. Drives him to the mat. And now Sting calls out to the crowd. Clothesline. And a second. Sting, head of steam. A third clothesline. And now the Stinger has Wyndham in the corner. Stalking in. Spins him around. Double axe handle right to the square of the back. And now Sting sits Wyndham on the top rope. Drapes him down. And drives the knee right to the midsection. Sting has Wyndham up now. Good block there by Barry Wyndham. Both men collide. Sting with a boot. Wyndham has Sting reeling. Wyndham again going for that cradle suplex. Holds him down. Has the leg hooked. 2. New champion, no. Sting able to kick out. Good leg drop there by Barry Wyndham. What an opportunity for Barry. The big man from Sweetwater, Texas, wants that United States Championship. Snap there by Sting. Clubbing blow. Sting now sets him up. Neckbreaker. Good right there by Sting, looking for the Scorpion Death Drop, and he rocked Wyndham with it. Cover, leg hooked. Wyndham able to kick out. Sting amazed that Wyndham was able to kick out of the Scorpion Death Drop. Good kick to the midsection by Wyndham. Floats over. DDT. He rocks Sting. Sting might be out. Wyndham picks him up. Good fireman carry takeover by Sting. Wyndham might have been going for that claw hold right there. Wyndham able to counter it. Sting able to counter it. And Sting throws Barry Windham out of the ring. Sting yelling at James J. Dillon. And Sting going after him. Barry Windham was waiting for him and drove him into the side of the ring. Windham throws Sting up and over the barricade. And now Sting out among the fans. Windham gonna follow. They are fighting right out there among the crowd. This one might end in a double countout. We do not want that. Get back in the ring. Get back in the ring. Windham wailing away on the champion. You can't win the title on the outside, Windham. Sting with a right hand. Referee up to 9, I believe. Maybe 8. We're going to get a count out. James J. Dillon tried to block Sting from getting back in the ring. Windham just in the nick of time. Sting throws Windham into the corner. Big stinger splash out of nowhere. Usually Sting runs from the other corner. And I think that didn't allow the impact to have its effect on Windham. Big splash by Big Barry. And now Windham stomps the arm. Armbar. Barry Windham trying to force a submission from the champion. Big right hand right to the gut. And now Sting going for the Scorpion Deathlock. Out of nowhere. Can he turn it over? Yes, he can. Wyndham's in the ropes. And the referee called for the break. Sting thought he had the man defeated right there. But Windham was under the bottom rope. Will he try it again? Yes, he will. Put him away from the ropes. Turns him over. He's got him over. Sting will just try it again. Windham trying not to submit, but he does. He cries uncle, and Sting retains the U.S. title. What a match here tonight to kick off the program. Sting still your United States champion as he forces Barry Windham to submit to the Scorpion Deathlock. Windham is fuming.
Here is your winner, and still United States champion,
J.J. Dillon beside himself.
Sting.
Don't go away, wrestling fans. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the ring. Beautiful Bobby Eaton to take on the dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner. One half of the U.S. Tag Team Champions. A busy night for Missy Hyatt's men.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Melissa. And from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 280 pounds, one half of the United States champions, the gremlin Rick Steiner.
Fans, this just in during the break. Magnum TA has accepted the challenge. He will take on Tully Blanchard in a world title match at Clash of the Champions 5 Fall Brawl. The title match, the main event that night, will feature Blanchard against Magnum TA. What a night that's going to be. Meanwhile, we're getting a preview of one of the matches also signed for that night, when the Steiner brothers will defend against the Midnight Express.
Accompanied by Jim Corey Webb. And from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 233 pounds, beautiful Bobby Eaton.
Excuse me, not the Steiner brothers. Eddie Gilbert and Rick Steiner. U.S. Tag Team Champions. So used to the Steiner brothers teaming together for so many years. It's going to be Eddie Gilbert and Rick Steiner, the U.S. Tag Champions, putting the belts on the line against beautiful Bobby Eaton and Sweet Stan Lane, the Midnight Express. But tonight we are getting beautiful Bobby Eaton, who's undefeated in singles action, taking on the dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner. Ten-minute time limit in this one. Jim Cornette in the corner of beautiful Bobby Eaton. Collar and elbow tie-up. Missy Hyatt, of course, in the corner of one half of the U.S. Tag Team Champions, Rick Steiner. Good armbar here by the dog-faced gremlin. Eaton was able to yank free, but Steiner runs him over with a shoulder tackle. It's not a smart move here, turning his back to beautiful Bobby. He just pulled him off the top rope, and Steiner's face met that top turnbuckle with authority. And now beautiful Bobby pounding away on dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner, who's fighting back. Beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. And the dog-faced gremlin pumped up here tonight. Eaton was favoring the back, unable to get up. Steiner yanks him across the ring by the foot. Good elbow drop to the chest. So to come tag team action. Good block there by beautiful Bobby, and a knee to the midsection. The Russian team, Ivan Koloff and Nikita Koloff, taking on the Italian Stallion and Chief Wahoo McDaniel. Also Ricky Morton, one half of the tag team champions, taking on Black Bart. And for the TV title, Dusty Rhodes taking on Wild Bill Irwin. Belly-to-belly suplex. Steiner now charging in. Beautiful elbow drop. Picks him up. Whips him into the corner. Charging in. Steiner puts him up on the top rope. What's he going to do with him? Draping the legs over. Now Steiner going to the middle rope. Belly-to-belly suplex off the second rope. Eaton went flying off the top rope. Steiner again, fueled by the fans as they cheer him on. Beautiful backbreaker. Cover, hooks the leg. One. A one count only. Steiner just shoved Eaton right in the back of the head. Fires him into the corner. Charging in. And the dog-faced gremlin picks him up. Snake eyes. Dropped him head face first over that top turnbuckle. Beautiful DDT. And a cover. Wraps up the leg. This might be all. Eaton kicks out. Bobby somersaults him over. Pelvic blow there by Eaton. Charging in with a good clothesline. Bobby staying on him now. Throws him up and over the top rope. Rick Steiner holds on to the top for dear life. But Bobby's going to suplex him back into the ring. Great execution. Cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and 3. No, Rick Steiner kicked out. Near fall. Solid kick right to the back. Steiner sweeps the leg. Out from underneath beautiful Bobby. And Bobby goes crashing to the mat. Armbar. Really bending back. Missy Hyatt celebrating, thinks she has the victory, but beautiful Bobby shoves him off. Good shoulder tackle by the dog-faced gremlin. And now Steiner sitting on the back of beautiful Bobby, trying to force a submission. And Jim Cornette just slid a chair under the bottom rope and into the ring. Bobby flips him over. Both men worse for wear. Face lock. Bobby trips him up, traps the leg, drives all the way down on the knee of Rick Steiner, and he'll do it again. Trying to break the leg of one half of the U.S. Tag Team Champions. Bobby drags him to the middle of the ring. Jim Cornette's up on the apron. 1, 2, 3. Jim Cornette cost his man the match here. I think he was trying to help by undoing that top turnbuckle. He wanted Bobby to throw Steiner face first into it, but might have just cost Bobby the win. And Bill Scott picks up the chair, throws it out of the ring. Steiner, good punch to the breadbasket. Another belly-to-belly suplex by Steiner. He is the master of the suplex. Dragon Sleeper locked in. Beautiful Bobby in trouble. 5 minutes left in the time limit. But Bobby Eaton may be close to submitting right here. Drives the knee right to the face. Hit him right between the eyes. And again, that might have knocked out Rick Steiner. What a shot to the face. Beautiful Bobby has him up. Throws him into the corner. We are getting closer, fans, to Lethal Lottery. October the 1st, our first match will air in the Lethal Lottery. Next week, we hope to have the list of all the combatants, all 60 of them, off the top rope, the knee, right to the throat. But Bobby unable to go for the cover right away. Leaping knee drop. Cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and that's all. No! Steiner got the shoulder up. Beautiful Bobby complains to Bill Scott about a slow count. And now Bobby going back up top. He might be looking for the Alabama Jam right here. If he hits it, it's over. But Steiner moved out of the way. Steiner charging in, but Bobby caught him. Bobby caught him coming in. Good suplex. Bobby Eaton, one of the greatest scientific wrestlers of all time. And you saw why right there. Good counter by beautiful Bobby. Right when it looked like Rick Steiner was turning things around, turning this match around in his favor, Bobby stopped it dead in his tracks. And now Bobby in control. Steiner slips free. Went for the kick. Bobby caught the leg. Clothesline up and over goes Rick Steiner. And that chair is standing on its end. Steiner was lucky he did not fall down on it. He may have sustained a serious injury if he had. And there he knocked the chair over when he got up. Bobby picks him up. Good kick. It might have been low there. And a drop kick. He kicked him dangerously low. But Steiner throws Bobby into the steel barricade. Big right hand. Steiner's infuriated. I think he kicked Steiner south of the border. Picks him up. Pile driver. And that busted open Bobby Eaton. We're going to get a double count out here. Steiner's got a chair. Steiner's got the chair. That's going to get him disqualified. Beautiful Bobby wins by disqualification. And Rick Steiner has totally lost it. I think he was hit somewhere that just really infuriated him. We'll be right back. Fans, what's this? Big Barry Windham. We saw them wrestle earlier. Barry Windham just attacked Sting. And now Windham putting the boots to the Stinger. Come on, Windham. You lost fair and square. Sting might have won the battle, but Barry Windham trying to win the war. He is trying to injure Sting, the U.S. champion. I thought Windham had already left for the evening. I know Sting he was going to sign some autographs for fans after the program, but Windham trying to make sure he doesn't make it there. Windham now putting those cowboy boots. We got to get help for Sting. Come on. Windham picks him up. Throws him right into that concrete wall. Sting fighting back. Sting with a clothesline. Never count out Sting. He picks up Windham. This is turned around here. What a right there and an elbow. Sting returns the favor. Throws Windham right into those trunks. Has him up. A suplex on that hard floor. And this is not going as Windham had planned. Sting doesn't need any help at all. But Windham now fighting back. And now Windham drives him right to that hard floor. What's Windham doing here? Oh, come on. He's got that metal cart. He's got the metal cart smashing the legs of Sting. He's trying to end this youngster's career. We've got to get back to the ring. Someone, come on. Windham trying to break his legs. This is despicable. Let's go back to the ring. Sure, run now, you coward. Welcome back, wrestling fans. Chief Wahoo, McDaniel, and Italian Stallion in tag team action.
The following scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 545 pounds, McDaniel and Italian Stallion.
They are taking on the Russian team of Irwin and Nikita Koloff. But we are worried about Sting. Wyndham may have permanently injured the Stinger, ended his wrestling career using that heavy metal cart, driving it numerous times over the legs. Paul Jones's army is here. 2 members of them, along with number 1 Paul Jones.
Opponents, accompanied by Paul Jones, and at a combined weight of 565 pounds, the Russian gladiator Irwin Koloff and Russian nightmare Nikita Koloff.
Intimidating duo making their way to the ring. But they are taking on 2 seasoned veterans in Italian Stallion and Chief Wahoo McDaniel. Both teams hoping to pick up a win here this evening. Only one of them will. And move up the rankings in World Championship Wrestling. Medical team currently looking at Sting. Magnum TA has been cleared. He is okay. He did not sustain any serious injuries. I understand just a few lacerations to the face for Magnum, but we are worried about Sting and specifically about the legs. 15-minute time limit in this tag team matchup. Is Chief Wahoo McDaniel locking up with Irwin Koloff, who drives the Chief to the mat and then takes down Italian Stallion. Look at the strength of Koloff. I don't know if Stallion said something to Koloff or not, but Irwin just knocked him off the apron. Inside cradle by the Russian Bear. What a match last week between Irwin Koloff and Magnum TA for the world title. If you missed it, go back and watch that one. Spins him around. Good atomic drop by the Russian Bear. Whips him into the corner. Italian Stallion tags himself in. He is greeted with a right hand. Cover, leg hooked. Easy kick out by the Stallion. Picks him up. If you missed the announcement earlier, we have a main event for Clash of the Champions 5 Fall Brawl. It's going to be Tully Blanchard taking on Magnum TA for the World Heavyweight title. Magnum, of course, the champion. Here comes Nikita over. Look out, Italian Stallion. Nikita tried to knock him off the apron. Unable to do so. And Stallion makes the tag. We have not seen Nikita yet, and we will now. Nikita tagged in. He runs over Wahoo with a clothesline. Wahoo trips him up. Now putting the boots to Nikita Koloff. Into the corner. Wahoo charge again. Good spear right in the corner. Now putting the boots to Nikita. Nikita just collapses. But a good takedown by the Russian Nightmare. Nikita Koloff failed to capture the TV title last week as he took on the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. And so Dusty Rhodes, still your champion, he will face Wild Bill Irwin later tonight with the title on the line. Our second of 2 title matches. Single leg Boston Crab. Wahoo turns him over and kicks free. Again, the Stallion tagged in. Koloff makes the tag to his uncle, Uncle Ivan. Good kick to the midsection. Great maneuver here by the Russian Bear. Stomps the bicep of the Stallion. Koloff cranking the neck of Italian Stallion. Slams him down. Kick to the lower back. And the Stallion in a lot of trouble. Has him up. Koloff now. Good reversal by the Stallion. Beautiful DDT. He really rocked Koloff. Has him up. Reversal. Scoops him up. And the Snake Eyes dropped him face first over the top turnbuckle. Cover. Leg hook. 1, 2. Nikita was making sure that Wahoo did not enter the ring to try to break up the pin. And Koloff sitting sailing with a big right hand. Ivan now. What a backbreaker. That might be all. We about lost our audio feed. 2. It's over. Impressive victory by Nikita and Ivan Koloff here in tag team action. They dominate the team of Italian Stallion and Chief Wahoo McDaniel. Early on, Koloff with the beautiful small package. Stallion was tagged in, greeted with a right hand. And there it is, the backbreaker, which is usually the setup for the bear hug, but Ivan puts him out of his misery and covers him for the 1, 2, 3.
Here are your winners, the Russian Gladiator, Irwin, Koloff, and Russian Nightmare, Nikita, Koloff.
Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back, wrestling fans. Ricky Morton taking on Black Bart.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 235 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Ricky Morton.
This all started when the Long Riders attacked the Rock and Roll Express and made the challenge. They issued the challenge, and that was accepted. They will go head-to-head at the Clash of the Champions 2 weeks from tonight. Fall Brawl with the titles on the line. But tonight we're going to see Black Bart
his opponent,
hoping to soften up Ricky Morton.
Weighing in at 285 pounds, Black Bart.
Talk about another man who's been impressive in singles action as of late. That is Black Bart. And he's hoping to put the hurt into Ricky Morton here this evening. Good news from the back. Sting has not suffered any injuries whatsoever. He was looked over very well. No broken bones. I understand they even did some x-rays somehow back there. I don't know how they do it. They did some x-rays. Sting will be fine. Ricky Morton doing the moonwalk. 10-minute time limit in this one. Morton trying to get Black Bart off his game, and it worked. Good takedown there by one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Morton cranking the neck of Black Bart. Our main event is next. Don't go anywhere, wrestling fans. Wild Bill Irwin taking on Dusty Rhodes for the World TV title. Black Bart slips free. And this just in. You're hearing it about as soon as I am. Sting wants Barry Windham in a rematch. They're going to go at it once more at the Clash of the Champions 2 weeks from tonight with the U.S. title on the line. So Barry Windham got what he wanted. Cover here by Bart. Near fall. Bart thought it was 3. Big kick right to the neck. But Morton with a drop toe hold takes down Black Bart. So Sting and Barry Windham for the U.S. title in 2 weeks at the Clash of the Champions 5 Fall Brawl. So 4 title matches already signed for that night. Morton going for the figure 4 leg lock. A great night it's shaping up to be. I think a lot of people felt that the last Clash was great. Hopefully this one will be just as good, if not better. Charging in. Good forearm shot there by Black Bart. Turns him over. 1. We're excited to see the return of the Road Warriors very soon. Their suspension is lifted in 2 weeks at the end of September. Good Frankensteiner there by Ricky Morton. They will participate in the Lethal Lottery. I caught up with their manager, Paul Ellering, earlier this week, and he said they've been in intense training. They said when they return, they're going to be an unstoppable force. Black Bart off the top. Good elbow right to the top of the head. They will definitely be watching the match between the Rock and Roll Express and the Long Riders. They don't care who wins that one. They're going to challenge the winners. Morton back in the ring. Black Bart follows. Morton off the ropes. He took down referee Bill Scott inadvertently, and Morton really concerned. Look at his face. The concern on the face of Ricky Morton. He was trying to check in with the ref. Black Bart moved out of the way, and Morton inadvertently hit referee Bill Scott, who appears to be okay. Yeah, it looks like he's fine. He has grown accustomed to working in World Championship Wrestling. Morton trying to chop down a tree here, just kicking away the legs. Now, beautiful backbreaker. Morton has him up. Whips him into the ropes. Off the ropes. Went for the punch to the midsection. Good block by Black Bart. And a knife-edge chop takes down Ricky Morton. Black Bart deadlifting Morton, who's over 200 pounds. Spins him around and slams him to the mat. Cover here by Black Bart. This might be all. 1. 2, by 1 count only. Morton rolls out to the floor trying to regroup. Black Bart in pursuit. And now Morton back in the ring. Morton. Black Bart, you're celebrating too early. Good jawbreaker there by Ricky Morton. Cover. Leg hook. This might be all. 1, 2. A 2 count. Morton going up top. Flying elbow drop right to the back. Hitting right between the shoulder blades. Dropping all that weight down on the back of Black Bart. No, he went for the drop kick, and Black Bart just deflected it with both hands and delivered a devastating headbutt that might have knocked Ricky Morton out. Cover. This might be all. A 1 count only. Morton able to kick out. 5 minutes left in the time limit. Black Bart has Morton. Slingshot off the ropes. And Black Bart going up top. Might be going for the Texas Compactor, that flying leg drop. If he hits it, it's over. And he misjudged it. He lost his footing on the top rope. He's going to try it again. Just lost his footing, did Black Bart, and he'll try again. This time Morton moves out of the way. And Morton with a backslide. Good execution. Can he hold him down? 2, and near fall. Both men just eyeing one another. Small package. 1, 2. Referee took a long time to get into position. Morton might have had him for the 3 count. Into the ropes. Both men collide. Morton went for the backhand. Black Bart blocks it. Whips him into the corner. Good neck hang and toss. And now Black Bart putting those cowboy boots to Ricky Morton. Dragon Sleeper locked in. Morton in trouble. But Morton fighting back, drives a knee to the face. Black Bart picks him up. Drops him throat first over the top rope. Fans appreciate the brutality of Black Bart. What's Bart doing here? Locking him up. He's got the hip locked, and he's got the arm in the arm bar, trying to force Morton to submit. Morton fighting. Punches right to the face. Now to the breadbasket. And a beautiful hip toss to break the hold. And Morton going for that drop kick once more, perhaps. If he lands it, it's over. No, it's going to be a DDT, but blocked Bart. Good block there by Bart. Reversal. Bart with the elbow to the top of the head. He rocked him. And now Bart. Double underhook. DDT. He planted him. That's got to be all. Bart drags him to the middle of the ring, wasting some time. Cover. Wraps up the leg. 1, 2, and 3. Morton kicked out. That hesitation might have been all Morton needed to catch a breather and kick out. We're running down to about 2 minutes left in the time limit. Deadlifting Morton, powerbomb into a pin. But Morton, too strong, able to flip free. Black Bart now. Hammerlock. Good elbow there by Morton. Runs him over, good shoulder tackle. And Ricky going up top. High risk move. Went for the knee drop, nobody home. And Black Bart's just going to make the cover. That might be all it's going to take. 2 and 3. Nuck in, Ricky able to kick out. What a match here in World Championship Wrestling. Went for the headbutt. Morton saw it coming and drove the knee to the midsection. Small package. Can he hold him down? Referee, 1, 2. Again, referee slow to get into position. Good leg drop there by Morton. I think Morton might have pulled his back a bit when landing. And now Ricky from behind. A small package once more. Can he hold him down? 1, 2. Another 2 count. Black Bart kicks out. Leg drop again by Morton. Again, he's favoring that back. You saw him grimace and grab the lower back. 1 minute left in the time limit. This one might go to the time limit draw. Drives him gut first over the knee. Cover. Hooks the leg. 1. He's got the rope. Hey, ref, he's got the rope. Ricky Morton wins, but he stole it. I think Ricky knows it too. It's a victory nonetheless for Ricky Morton. But Black Bart had the bottom rope grab. That count should have been broken. Things definitely not settled between Black Bart and Ricky Morton. They will lock horns again in 2 weeks with the World Tag Team titles on the line. And fans, we've got an altercation in the back. What's going on here? It's Larry Zbyszko shouting at Sam Houston, now up in his face. We've seen enough backstage brawls here tonight.
Is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Television Championship.
Yeah, thank you so much. We saw Rick Steiner. He popped his head out of the locker room and he said, "Not tonight," and Larry Zbyszko walked away. So good job there. No fighting there between Sam Houston and Larry Zbyszko, but as you know, they went to the time limit draw last week and things definitely not settled. But what an opportunity now for Wild Bill Irwin. I'm sure he was watching from the back to see what just happened to Black Bart. Travesty of justice as Bart was pinned, even though he grabbed the bottom rope before the count of 2. Referee should have stopped the count right then. Match should have continued, but nonetheless, Ricky Morton gets a win over Black Bart here tonight. So if you missed the announcement earlier, we've added 2 matches to the Clash of the Champions 5 Fall Brawl on Saturday, September 27th. It's the last Saturday in the month. It's going to be Magnum TA putting the world title on the line against Tully Blanchard. And Sting putting the U.S. title on the line against Barry Windham in a rematch. Also signed Eddie Gilbert and Rick Steiner, the U.S. Tag Team Champions, defending against the Midnight Express, Beautiful Bobby Eaton and Sweet Stan Lane. And of course for the World Tag Team titles, that man right there, Wild Bill Irwin, will team with Black Bart. They are the Long Riders. They're taking on the Rock and Roll Express with the World Tag Team titles on the line. But as I mentioned, what an opportunity for Irwin. He could come in as a TV champion. If he can dethrone that man right there, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, what an ovation for him. This one will carry a 15-minute time limit, and we will stay with you. I know we're only with you for an hour tonight, but we'll stay with you to bring you the entire match. It looks like we should have just about the right amount of time left. Might go a little bit over if it goes to 15 minutes. Tremendous ovation for the World Television Champion. Let's head down to our ring announcer.
Introducing the challenger from Texas, weighing in at 250 pounds, Bill Irwin. Introducing the champion from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 270 pounds, he is the World Television Champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Fans, during the announcements, they're wasting no time. It'll be Larry Zbyszko taking on Sam Houston in a rematch 2 weeks from tonight at Clash of the Champions. Big grudge match just signed. So what a card it's going to be. Already 5 matches signed. 4 title matches. Clash of the Champions 5 Fall Brawl. Saturday, September 27th at 6:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Right here on the American Entertainment Channel. Referee Bill Scott calls for the bell. Good drop toe hold by Wild Bill Irwin. Caught Dusty Rhodes by surprise. And a good forearm shot there. Armbar here by the Texan. It's a battle of Texans. It's Wild Bill driving Rhodes to the mat. And the champion in trouble in the early going. Camel clutch locked in, looking for a quick submission victory. And Dusty Rhodes having trouble getting out of this maneuver. He might have to submit right here early on. What an upset that would be. But Dusty slips free. Wild Bill has been on a roll as of late in singles competition. Oh, good jab there by Dusty. Wild Bill shakes it off and delivers a spinning elbow right to the kisser. Cover. A 1 count. The American Dream just kicked out. Good shot there. Snapmare. Elbow to the top of the head. Head scissors. Trying to crack his elbow with those elbows. The point of the elbow to the top of the head. The cowboy boot right to the face. And now Wild Bill with a knee. Really working over the American Dream. Picks him up. Gutbuster. And Dusty Rhodes rolls to the outside. Wild Bill in pursuit. Dusty back on the apron. Now back in. Wild Bill taunting Dusty Rhodes. You don't want to do that. Dusty gonna make him pay. Drops all the way down on the leg. And now Dusty drags him over to the middle of the ring. What's he gonna do here? Boston Crab perhaps. He was gonna scoop him up. Giant swing. Round and around he goes. Released him into the corner. Front face locked by the Dream. The American Dream going back to the attack on the leg. Big elbow. Front face lock. Good reversal by Irwin. And a beautiful elbow once again takes down Rhodes. Both these men will be involved in the Lethal Lottery in 3 weeks. Less than 3 weeks. Don't forget, we're going to have a daily match for you of that Lethal Lottery for the first, I believe it'll be the first 15 days of October. You definitely won't want to miss that. Again, hoping to have the list of participants next week. All 60 of them. Kick to the midsection. And a one-handed bulldog by Rhodes on the floor. Referee has reached the count of 6. They got to get back in the ring. Rhodes going up on top. Unorthodox move. Flying elbow drop. Great execution. Rhodes now. Good neck breaker. Yeah, we're looking at Wednesday, October the 1st. Will be the first match in the Lethal Lottery. If you're unfamiliar with it, 60 names of wrestlers will be placed in a bowl. 2 will be drawn out. They will form a tag team. 2 more names will be drawn. That'll be their opponents. The winning team will advance to the Battle Bowl Battle Royal. And of course, the winner will get a world title shot. Good deflection there by Wild Bill. And he'll also be deemed the Battle Bowl champion of 2025. Rhodes back in the ring. Here comes Wild Bill. Rhodes off the ropes. Bionic elbow. Caught him right flush on top of the head. And Rhodes drags him to the middle of the ring. Gut wrench. Beautiful suplex by the American Dream. Rhodes now up on top. Double axe handle, but nobody home. Wild Bill sidestepped it. But Rhodes quickly rebounds. Throws Wild Bill back in the ring. And now Rhodes working over Wild Bill Irwin. Driving those forearm shots right to the side of the head. 10 minutes left in the time limit. Sleeper hold by the American Dream. And Wild Bill fading fast. Referee checking in. This might be all for the challenger. But no, he fights back. Jack the jaw of Dusty Rhodes. And breaks free. Snapmare. Knee right to the forehead. Wild Bill, head scissors. Solid elbows right to the top of the head. Cover here by the challenger. Can he hold him down? 1. Just a 1 count. Wild Bill has him. Straight right hand. And I think got busted up in the forehead of the American Dream. Yeah, the blood just flowing down. Looks like Wild Bill has been lacerated as well. Must have happened earlier in the match. Both men bloodied here tonight in this World TV title matchup. Turns him over. Cover. Can he hold him down? No, just a 1 count. Dusty kicks out. Stomps the arm. Bill sizes him up. Knee to the back of the head. And the TV champion in trouble. Cover. Middle of the ring. Did not hook the leg, and Rhodes easily got the shoulder off the mat. Elbow to the chest. Looking for the bear hug. Good counter by the champion. If Wild Bill locked that in, it might have been over. We might have crowned a new champion right then. Rhodes now winding up. Bionic elbow. Right already to that bloodied forehead. Cover. Leg hooked. Can he hold him down? Yes, he can. A successful defense here tonight by the World Television Champion, Dusty Rhodes. Impressive win against the red-hot Wild Bill Irwin. And Rhodes fends off another challenger here this evening. There's he. Irwin going for the bear hug. Good counter by the Dream. Let's get the official word.
Here is your winner, and still World Television
That's it for tonight, wrestling fans. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you again here next week, 6:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great week.